Oh, hello there. This hour on Verbling, the next in my Learning from Pictures series. This is the class where you learn from pictures. That's why it's called Learning from Pictures. In fact, what you really do is practice and expand your vocabulary for description. And I'll be here helping you out in different ways, giving you suggestions, feedback, and asking you specific questions to help you approach the pictures that you see in different ways. We're going to be describing in different levels of detail. I'll go over that and help you out in just a minute. First, quick introduction, and then we'll get started. I'm John Eric, and if you click on my name anywhere in the Verbling website, it'll take you here to my profile page. On the left, you can follow me to contact me directly through the Verbling message window. And on the right, you can book a private tutoring session or class, and I'll work with you on creating a personalized learning plan to help get you to your goals. So that's a little bit, oh, and if you're interested, just send me a message first so I can make sure that I have time for you in my schedule. That's a little bit about me. I'm going to put the presentation on the screen. And in this particular case, I'm not going to share the link with you because I want everything that you see to be a surprise. Okay? But at the end of the class, I'll give you a link, and you are welcome to download or just review, bookmark and review any of the pictures that we've seen. By the way, a good thing to do is that once you've gotten feedback in class, just by going back over the pictures, you can practice and recall some of the key language that you've learned. So, before we begin, we're still waiting for a few more people, but let's say hello to Mr. Diego. Hello, Diego. Welcome back.
Hello, teacher. How are you?
Very good, very good. Nice to have you back, Diego. And next to you, I see Tamas. Hello, Tamas. Is it Thomas or Tamas? Uh-oh, we don't hear you. Your microphone is not working, Tamas. Your microphone is not working. So I'll tell you what. If your microphone is on, and it looks like it's on, then you might need to re-enter the Hangout because sometimes it doesn't load properly, okay? So I suggest that you leave and then come back, and then let's see if the microphone is fixed. Okay, cool? Let's make sure if you understood. If you understood, give me a thumbs up. Okay, so leave and come back, and then that will probably fix it, okay? And she is Alexandra. Oh, okay, good. Now I understand. Okay, we've got Jose and Frederic and Roberto. Welcome back, guys. How are you?
Hello, Mr. John. I'm doing very well. Thanks for asking.
Excellent. All right. So we're going to wait for Alexandra, but there we go. What about now, Alexandra? Can you say hello? Turn your microphone back on. Nope, not working. No, not working. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, Alexandra, you can participate by using the chat window because we can't hear you for some reason. Okay, so you can just type in the chat and I'll be correcting and giving you suggestions in that way. Okay, so let's get started. Remember, all these pictures you see are real. There is no Photoshop. Everything you see is real from somewhere around the world. Our first picture goes to Mr. Diego. All of you will have a chance to comment, but Mr. Diego, you were the first here. What's going on in this picture?
Okay.
Ooh, what is that?
Okay, number one.
What do you see?
Okay. Okay, there are a lot of points, many colors in the picture. I don't know. I have to say anything. I have a problem in my eyes. Maybe
You have a problem in your eyes? What problem?
I don't see in 3 dimension
Right?
because yes, maybe I have to see in 3 dimension in the picture.
Maybe, maybe or maybe not. I don't know. Let me ask.
Okay.
Let's go to someone else. By the way, he said there are a lot of points in the picture. What's another class? What's another way to say points?
Dots.
Okay.
Dots?
It is,
Yeah.
maybe it's a beach
Let me interrupt you just for a second. A synonym besides points could be dots, or you could say maybe specks, specks of color. Specks are little points of something. A little point, a little dot, a little something. A speck of color. Okay, and you said maybe it's a beach. Is that right, Diego?
Yes. Maybe it's a picture of beach.
You mean all these little points of color. Are they people?
Yes.
Very good. I didn't think about that. So, what do you think we could be looking at? Are they people's? Are we seeing people moving around on a lot of people on a big beach? And these are what? Are we looking at umbrellas? Are they beach umbrellas? I don't know.
Yes, I don't know how to say paraguas.
Say again? Repeat.
¿Cómo?
Umbrella.
Umbrella. Okay.
Hey, that's cheating. You can't ask your wife, Diego.
Yes.
That's cheating. Not allowed.
Yes.
Maybe these are beach umbrellas, like this in the chat window. Umbrellas.
Okay. Yes. Umbrellas and people in the beach.
Could be. Mr. Roberto, before I turn the slide and we zoom in, do you agree this is a beach and we're looking at lots and lots of people in colorful umbrellas?
Could be, but yes, I think it's only a picture about something paint with dots. I think
we call that Fernando. Oh my God, Roberto. We call that pointillism. The style of painting where you have little flecks of paint. This is called pointillism. Pointillism. Have you heard of that before, Roberto?
Yes. I know. I think it's. I think I'm not sure. It's a movement about impressionism.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. In fact, let's see if you're right. You might be right about pointillism. Let me just show you in a quick example, and then we'll compare this. So this is pointillism, and it has a little explanation, a technique of painting in which small, distinct dots of color are applied. And it says George Seurat. So that's what I want to show you. Let's take a look at a painting by George Seurat. Seurat. Frederick, how do you say that name? Seurat?
Georges Seurat.
Seurat. Okay. Here's his most famous painting. Do any of you recognize this?
Yes.
And you know, yeah, this is Sunday in the Park, I think. Oh no, it says La Grande Jatte. Oh, I thought it was called Sunday in the Park. Sorry, Sunday in the Park is the Sondheim musical that's based on the painting. Now that's why I'm thinking Sunday in the Park. Never mind. And you know what's great about him is that he spent like 10 years on each painting. Look at that. And if you zoom in, I don't know if you can see it here, but if you zoom in, it's just little tiny dots of paint. It's really interesting. And your eyes blend the color together. So, could be pointillist painting. Very good idea. Any other theories before I zoom out so you can see what we're really looking at. Any other ideas before I show you the whole picture? Any other theories? Going once?
Maybe it could be, when you test you're going to test your site,
Like
and
like the
if you want to know if you are Daltonian,
no, that's French. In English we say colorblind.
colorblind. Okay,
Right. Colorblind. What's the word in French again?
Daltonien.
Daltonien?
I'm going to write it for you.
Daltonic. Okay. Ah, Daltonien. Ah, okay. So in English we don't actually use that. That word's too fancy for us. Too fancy. We say colorblind.
Okay.
Yeah, that does look like it because in those tests you can see little circles of color, and you have to just and then the depending on
and number are written with using one color,
Mhm.
and the background is filled with another color, and you have to distinguish the number. And
That's
if you failed, you are blind color.
You're colorblind.
Colorblind, sorry.
Colorblind. Okay. What about you, Alexandra? Did you get your microphone working now? Can I hear you? No? No. Okay. So why don't you put your responses into the chat window? Okay. I'm going to show you the real picture. Right now we're looking at the detail, but I'm going to zoom out and show you what we're really looking at. When I zoom out, I'd like you to tell me what's really going on in the picture. Okay, so let's zoom out now. I'll get some people to speak, but Alexandra, you can write your answer. Take a look. Does this surprise you? Frederic, can you read the caption for us? Sorry, I didn't realize the caption was on this page. I was going to ask you to speculate, but could you read the caption for us?
In 1986, charity organization United Way of Cleveland organized a spectacular stunt for fundraising and publicity. An attempt to set a new world record for simultaneously release balloons. A front of cold air pushed the 1.5 million balloons back down to the ground, where they clogged streets, shut down a runway at Burke Lakefront Airport, and spooked the prized Arabian horses of one Louis Nowakowski. Many of the balloons settled on the surface of Lake Erie, where a Coast Guard helicopter was searching for two fishermen who had disappeared the day before. After their bodies were found, the wife of the men sued United Way on the grounds.
Let's be careful. That one of the men sued. That means to put into court. Sue. So you take legal action. One of the men sued United Way.
One of the men sued United Way on the grounds that the balloons on the lake would have made it impossible to spot the men. Weeks later, thousands of deflated balloons were still,
washing up on the shore of the lake.
Okay.
So it was not a pointillist painting, and it was not a color test. It was a bunch of balloons. A failed publicity stunt.
Can you just show us the previous one again, please? The previous slide. Yeah. Oh, amazing.
So this is probably a picture pointing up at the sky because it's overcast. I'm not sure. Yeah, I can't really tell if we're looking up or if we're looking laterally. And here, but the point is, it was so cold that all the balloons, instead of going up, came down. True story. No Photoshop. Moving on. Okay, Alexandra, let's give you a chance. I'm going to show you a detail from a picture. I'd like you to write a brief description, and then I'm going to get your classmates to comment on that description, okay? So, Alexandra, what do you see in this picture? This is a detail. What do you see? Tell me a few things that you notice. Okay? And while she's writing, the rest of you start to formulate your ideas. Try to notice things in all four corners of the picture. Try to notice what's in the background and what's in the foreground. Okay? You'll notice also that this is a little bit blurry, a little bit out of focus. That's because I'm zoomed in on a tiny detail of the picture. When I zoom out, you'll see it in proper focus. So, Alexandra, you say you see two men. That's true. An office race. Oh, what is an office race? What is that? I don't know what an office race is. Just curious. So maybe you can tell us what an office race is, or how you know it's an office race. What do you see that tells you that? Ah, a chair rally. Okay. So instead of a car rally, it's a chair rally. Interesting. It's a pretty good theory. Mr. Jose, do you think this is an office race?
I think both of them are participating in some competition. I don't know exactly the name of this competition because wearing helmets on.
By the way, let me just make a quick note. Instead of participating, it might sound more natural to say taking part in. Jose, are you there? Uh-oh, we lost Jose. Oh, now we got two people whose mics are not working. Uh-oh, that's not good. So, Jose, we lost you. Maybe you can re-enter the Hangout. We lost your audio. So, Mr. Diego, we have a couple of theories here. It's perhaps an office race. I still don't know exactly what that is. Jose says it's some kind of competition. Diego, can you describe the men in the picture? How would you describe them?
I agree with Thomas. I was it is a race for a street where the role chair for a street.
So it's a street race, we could say, a street race.
Yes, a street race, and in role chair. I don't know.
Ah, okay. In a what do we call those things? It's a good question. What do we call those things? Little chairs with wheels. I guess we'd say a wheeled chair. I don't know. A wheeled chair, wheeled office chairs.
Yes.
I don't know if there's an exact name for those. There must be. I would definitely. You could say wheeled chair, using wheel as an adjective. So it's a street race with wheeled chairs. Wow. I guess I'm not fooling any of you. Before I show you the whole picture, Mr. Frederic, I want you to describe the two men as best you can. Imagine that someone was not looking at the picture. How would you describe the two men in the foreground?
The two men are wearing helmets.
They are wearing helmets, that's true.
Okay. And they are staring each other.
Staring at each other.
Staring at each other.
Huh?
The man on the left wearing a green helmet, and the men on the right are wearing a blue and white helmet.
Are or is?
Is wearing a blue and white helmet. Both of them are wearing sunglasses.
You could also say that let's change the structure just a little bit. They have sunglasses on.
Okay.
They have sunglasses on. Give me a second. I'll put that in the chat window too. So when you're wearing something, you also have it on. So a phrasal verb that means the same as wear is to have on. What else do they have on? They have helmets on. They have sunglasses on. What else do they have on? What's keeping the helmets connected to their heads?
I don't know how to...
Let's see if anyone else knows. Does anyone else know what that's called? What is keeping the helmets on their heads? Does anyone know the word for that black thing that's going underneath the guy's chins? Anyone? 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 Going once, going twice. The word is, they've got straps. They've got straps keeping their helmets on. Helmet straps. And that's about it for their description. Let's zoom out here and take a quick look. Tell me if this is what you expected to see. Boom. There you go. Frederick, could you read the caption for us? Oh, well, you read the last one. We got to give someone else a chance. I'm sorry. Mr. Jose, is your mic working now?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
you're
yes,
back.
no, yes.
Could you
I had
read the
some connection problems. Okay. Office workers compete in an office chair race called Yuzu One Grand Prix.
Grand
Chair
Prix.
Grand Prix.
No. Prix.
Grand Prix. Chair One Grand Prix. In Tokoyo's Kawabashi Business District. 31 teams, each with 3 members, competed in the 2-hour endurance race with office chairs.
So, Alexandra was right. It is an office
Yes.
race. How did you know that? I've never seen this. This is a 2-hour endurance event. 2 hours in your office chair. Well, I spend about 8 hours a day in my office chair, so this is 2 hours seems pretty easy, actually. And now you can see also clearly, you can see what they're doing. You can see what they're really looking at. Mr. Roberto, now that we can see their whole bodies, what are they actually doing in that picture, the 2 guys in the foreground? How would you describe what they're doing? Look at the little orange things. What are they doing?
The two people in
the foreground.
I think they are comparing their chairs. I think
They are competing. What do you mean?
yes.
Competing?
One chair is faster than other.
Oh, you mean they're racing? They're racing their chairs.
Yes, one of them is better to do a race.
Yeah, but the verb is to race.
To race. Okay.
They're racing their chairs. It's true they're racing their chairs. Do you know what we call those orange things? Those pointy orange things, Roberto?
I don't know.
Where do you normally see those pointy triangular orange things on the road? Where do we normally use those things?
To separate the road when there is an accident or because people are walking.
That's right. So a simple word for these is just cones.
Okay.
Right? Like an ice cream cone.
Yes.
Right? I might add something to your description. Instead of just saying that they're racing their chairs, I might say that they are maneuvering around the cones. Because that's what I think they have to do. I'm not sure. Maybe not. Maybe it's just a straight-ahead race. But it looks kind of like they are maneuvering maybe between the cones. Maybe they have to prove that they're really good office chair pilots. and they're really good at doing obstacles. I don't know. I'm not sure. By the way, now that you can see their full bodies, class, do you notice any other details besides the sunglasses and the helmets? Do you notice any other details about what they're wearing? Particularly in terms of safety, what do they have on? Anyone know what those things are called?
No.
Look at their elbows and knees. What are they wearing on their elbows and knees? I'll put these words in the chat window, and you have to tell me what the safety equipment is that they've got strapped on to their elbows and knees. Anyone know? Anyone? Going once? Going twice? Nobody? Nobody? Okay. They're wearing safety pads. These are called safety pads. Like this. Can you see the safety? What color are the safety pads that the guy is wearing on the right side?
Pink.
Pink, right. He's got pink safety pads on his elbows and his knees. So those are safety pads. Okay. Jose, would you ever participate in an office race like this? Uh-oh, we lost Jose again. Oh, no. I'm just curious. Jose is gone. Oh, no. Today is major connection problems. Jose is back. Oh, look at that. Maybe he can speak now. Would any of you take part in a 2-hour endurance office chair race if you had the chance?
No.
No. That's the spirit. I wouldn't either. Moving on. I'm going to give you a little detail. First, I want you to tell me what you see. Let's see. So, Alexandra did one. Diego did one. I think Roberto, did I give you a little detail? I can't remember who was first.
Uh,
Did you go first for the one with the balloons? Was that you?
I don't know, teacher. I think I don't know.
I don't know. Okay, well, let's go first. Here's a little detail from a picture, Roberto. What do you see?
It's in a picture, a very old picture.
It's an old picture, right?
It seems because the things that people are wearing. I think it's a very old picture. There is a woman.
Hello.
Hello. Your microphone is now working, Alexandra. Congratulations.
Hello. Thank you.
Okay. So, Roberto, you were saying it's a very old picture because of the things they are wearing, right, Roberto?
Yes.
And what was the last part you said?
Yes, there's a woman and a man, and in the background there is a. It seems there are soldiers. I think.
There are soldiers in the background. Maybe,
yes,
yeah.
I think they are wearing a uniform. I think.
Wearing uniforms. Okay.
Yes, I don't know if they are soldiers or they work.
Could be. Could be. Let me see. Alexandra. How do I pronounce your name? Is it Alexandra? Like that? Alexandra?
Alexandra.
Alexandra. Alexandra, look at the woman in the picture. How does she feel in this moment? How does the woman feel? How does the woman feel in the picture? How does she feel? How does she feel, the woman?
How does she feel, woman? One woman is happy. She's happy.
She feels happy. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Smiley.
Because she's smiling. Because she's smiling. Because she's
Uh,
smiling. Like, 1 second. Let me put this in chat.
Szívem. Uh,
Alexandra, look at the chat window.
Hug.
Check. Wait. Because she's smiling. Repeat. Because she's smiling.
She smiley. My friend hug.
Hug?
When-
Really? Okay, maybe. She getting a hug? I'm not sure. Maybe. Could be. Okay. Perhaps. Frederic, how does the man feel in the picture? Frederic, how does the man feel?
Free.
He
Go ahead,
doesn't.
Frederic.
Yeah, he doesn't feel happy at all.
He doesn't feel happy. Okay, how does he feel?
He looks sad and maybe angry.
He looks sad and angry. These are too easy. I want you to be more specific. Yes, maybe sad, maybe angry, but
He has a long face, you know.
oh, there you go. That's much better. Sad and angry because he has a long face. He has a long face. True. What do you think is really happening in this picture, Frederic? What do you think the situation is?
Well, I agree with Roberto. I think behind the man there are some police officer or some soldier, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it's don't know, maybe a strike.
Could be a strike.
Army.
Yeah.
Okay. Could be a. Oh, I wrote strike wrong. Sorry. Whoops. Not strike. Strike, like with an R. Could be a strike of some kind. Interesting idea. We'll find out in just a second. Let me see. Well, actually, let's do it. Let's zoom out and take a picture. Take a picture. No, not take a picture. Let's zoom out and take a look at the picture. Diego, I want you to tell me if you're surprised by what you see. Are you ready, Diego? Diego?
Yes.
I want you to tell me if you are surprised by what you see. And 3, 2, 1, big picture. Take a look.
Okay. Okay.
Oh.
Are you surprised?
Okay. She's crazy, maybe.
She's crazy. Why?
I don't know. The man. The man is hold the.
The man is
The arm.
holding her arm.
Okay, holding the arm.
Holding her arm.
Yes.
Repeat after me. Repeat after me. The man
Okay.
is holding her arm.
Okay. The man is holding her arm. Okay. It's
Okay.
a very good sentence. Yes. Maybe he hold her arm very stronger. I don't know what to say.
Maybe
But-
he is holding her arm tightly. Tightly.
Okay, tightly, but she's smiling. The other people see the situation.
The other people are not seeing. The other people are watching. The other
Okay.
people are watching her. And what are they
Yes.
doing? What are they doing, the other people?
Wall in the street, but the people nearly in the situation watch the watch she
Her, not she. Her.
Okay. Okay. Watch her, and because it's surprising. I don't know sure why there are many police in the street. I
We're
don't
gonna
have
find
a.
out. We're gonna find out in just a second. Okay, but we could also say, look at your sentences in the chat window.
Okay.
Other people are watching her and are not interfering. They're not doing anything.
Okay.
They're just watching. They're not interfering. Okay, so you've got a few suggestions there. Diego, could you read the caption at the top of the screen? And
Okay.
the word there is suffragette. Okay, read that caption for us.
Okay. Maybe he is holding her arm tightly, but she's smiling. The other people are watching her and are not interfering. Yes?
Interfering.
Interfering. Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Diego, I want you to read the caption at the top of the picture. The caption is the text. Read the text at the top of the picture. At the top, on the top right side of the picture, what do you see? The text.
What's going that?
No. Top right. Top right. Direito.
I don't understand.
You don't see any text on the top of the picture?
Okay.
Yeah,
I
there
see,
you go.
I see. Okay.
Could you
Okay.
read that for us?
19, yes. 19,
Yes.
13, English,
Good.
Suffragette Annie Kane, 18, 1879,
1879.
1879, 1953 is arrested during a demonstration.
That's exactly right. So, why are the police in the picture? Because it's not a strike, like Frederic said, it's not a strike. What is a demonstration, class? What does that mean, demonstration? Anybody?
It's when you are in the street and you because of your IDs and you standing in front of a building for instance, and you shout you shout your ID, or you shout you are not agree with what's going on.
Precisely. What is the last demonstration you remember in the news? What's a recent demonstration somewhere in the world that you remember in the news? There were demonstrations in Paris
yes,
a while ago.
Yes. There was a demonstration in front of the head office of the flight company Air France, and one of the chairman was how do you say that, was beaten by the
beaten
by the not beaten. The man get off the clothes of the one of the chairman.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Really?
That's interesting. I missed that one. What was by the way, just a quick note, a synonym for demonstration is protest. A protest.
Okay.
So if you're a person at a demonstration, what are you called? What is if you're a person who works, you are a worker. If you're a person who demonstrates, you are a Frederic? Let's try that again. If you're a
Protest,
person who works, you are a worker. If
protester.
you're a person who protests, you are a protester. If you're a person who demonstrates, you are a what?
Sorry, I don't hear you.
Can you hear me now? Hello?
Yeah, I can, yeah.
Protest, protester. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Demonstrate, what's the person?
Demonstrator.
Demonstrator, right. Just wanted to make sure that's clear. So a demonstration is a protest, and the woman is a demonstrator. Remember the man with the long face? Who do you think he is? Now that you can see what's happening to her, what is happening to her, by the way? Why is the man holding her arm?
She's under arrest.
She's being arrested, right?
She's being arrested, yeah.
That's exactly right. So being arrested. Okay. And last question. What is a suffragette? Jose, you were not Jose. It was Diego was reading the word suffragette. This is from 1913. What was happening in 1913 with women, especially in the UK and in the United States? At least those are the places I know about the best. Diego, do you know what was happening? What were they fighting for?
Okay. I don't sure, but she want vote in the election.
Exactly right. So she's a suffragette. A suffragette are people who want equal suffrage under the law. Equal suffrage. That's the same as saying equal rights. So the suffragette movement was women trying to get the right to vote. She was demonstrating to get the right to vote. Okay? Is that clear, everybody? Any questions about suffragette? Anybody? Clear? Good?
Yep.
There you go. Jose, why do you think she's smiling if she's being arrested? Now that you know she's a suffragette, why do you think she's smiling? Uh-oh. Jose's still having problems. We'll come back to you, Jose. Roberto, why do you think the woman's smiling if she's being arrested?
I think she's smiling because he reached her goal.
She reached her goal. And
Yes.
what do you think her goal was?
Is that everybody knows the thing that woman should improve, the right to vote, rights in general.
Okay. So she reached her goal. She was able to get the message across to people, right? We have that expression, to get the message across or to get the message out. To publicize the unequal rights, right? That's what they were fighting for. Yeah, she got arrested. She wanted to get arrested because she gets her picture in the paper. If she gets her picture in the paper, everybody knows that this is a real thing. Here's another picture. Roberto, can you read the caption for us?
Yes, December 1930. A suffragette looked through a window on hallway prison broken by an explosion after suffragettes tried to bomb the prison.
Think about that for a second. Who bombed the prison? Roberto?
Suffragettes.
So men or women?
Woman.
Women in 1913 blew up a prison. Go women! Why do you think they tried to blow up the prison, class? They're not trying to kill. I mean, that's a suffragette behind bars. They're not trying to kill their own people. So what do you think they were trying to do?
They tried to free one of the suffragettes.
They're trying to free the imprisoned suffragettes. This is a true story. So you can still see the windows were broken by the bomb blast. Did they blow up the building? Well, they did blow up buildings. That's for sure. Did they blow up this prison? I don't know. But wow, there you go. Alexandra, if you were a suffragette,
Yeah.
if you were a suffragette, do you understand suffragette? Do you understand the word?
No, I don't know.
Not so good, huh? Okay. Maybe we can find a translation. I don't know. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Russian. Whoops. Let me see. Unfortunately, what's your native language? Russian? What language do you speak?
I'm from Hungary.
Oh, from Hungary. Ah, okay. 1 second. Let's see if we can have a translation to Hungarian. One moment. Let's see.
Okay, thank you.
Whoops. It says suffragette in Hungarian. Same word. That's what it says. Let's see. Oh, no. Here. It's spelled differently. Sorry. It's spelled differently. It says this in Hungarian. Look at the translation.
Suffragette.
It's the same word. It's the same word. I think, yeah. it's the same word.
Suffragette.
Yeah. That's what it says.
Suffragette. Okay.
And the definition, Alexandra, the definition is this. Look at the definition, please.
Oh. I'm reading.
Please read it, yes.
Okay. A woman seeking the right to vote through organized protest.
Mm-hmm.
Protest.
Organized
Organized
protest, right.
protest.
So there you go. So this is 1913, and women were blowing up prisons. That's pretty cool. Here's another picture. Alexandra, could you read the text for us in the picture?
May 21, 1914, English suffragette
Yes, good.
Emmeline
Emmeline.
Pankhurst.
Good.
Pankhurst. 58.
Two.
19.
Two. 19.
Two.
Yeah.
1928, founder with her daughter Christabel. 1980, and
two.
1958 of the women's social and political union in
1903
is removed. Nem látom a szöveget. Gyere, segíts kérlek.
Removed from. Removed.
I removed from. Just a minute. Okay. Suffragette protest by a policeman.
Mm-hmm.
She was
frequently
imprisoned,
mm-hmm.
And underwent hunger, strikes, and torture.
It says forcibly fed or forcibly. The last word is missing. I can't see. A hunger strike. A hunger strike means you don't eat. A hunger strike means you don't eat for a political message. You try to get a message out by stopping eating. People can die from a hunger strike. So this is a woman who went on many hunger strikes and sacrificed a lot. So you can see a picture here. This is from the next year, 1914. Wow. What do you think about these pictures, class? What do you think? Now that you've seen some pictures from 1913 and you've seen prisons being blown up, what do you think? What's your opinion of the suffragettes? No opinion, really? Nobody? Wow. Roberto? Nothing? Jose? Nothing?
Yes, personally, I agree with them. They are they were trying to fight to improve their rights. I agree with them. It's terrible not they can vote. It's an essential right to vote.
At the time, there was no television and there was no internet. So these images were probably not as common, to see. When you see this little woman being picked up by a very big muscular man, it's really hard to see her doing anything wrong. She's being brutalized. But the problem was the images were not distributed, the way we can today. So maybe, in fact, even in the newspapers, they couldn't print. It was very, very difficult to print photographs at the time. They could do drawings, right? But it was mostly just text. Images are pretty powerful. Imagine if there was internet at the time. Maybe it wouldn't have taken so long. Well, we've got time maybe for one last one. This one is a little different. Jose, are you out there?
Yes, I'm here.
Jose,
I see a man.
Is this you on the weekends, Jose?
Yeah, I see no. I see a man with his arms up. He might be dancing.
He might be dancing. It's true. What do you think about his clothing?
He's wearing a strange shirt, a strange blues or something like that, no?
A strange blouse? No.
A strange blouse. Or...
He's wearing a dress.
He's wearing a short dress.
He's wearing a dress.
Yes, he's wearing a dress and she's wearing.
Go ahead, Jose. He's wearing a dress.
He's wearing high heels too. Red high heels. Yes.
He's not wearing high heels. It looks like it. No, he's not actually. He's
not?
No, he's wearing something else.
Okay.
Diego, where do you think this man is? We can't see the background, but where is he? I don't know if he's dancing. Jose thinks he's dancing. But where do you think he is?
I think he's acrobat. He will.
You think he's an acrobat? Really?
Yes, acrobat.
Interesting. Why do you think he's an acrobat?
Because he tried to.
He is trying. In the picture, he is trying.
Okay. He is trying, I don't know.
To do what?
Equilibrio.
To balance.
Balance. That is the word. And she's trying to balance. I think he was in road between two buildings. I'm not sure.
Wow, that's a pretty good guess, Diego. Let's take a look. Take a look now.
Okay.
Oh.
Diego, can you read the caption for us, please, on the top right?
Okay. Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Participant balance on slack lines, hands between rocks
Oh my
in the
God.
Cantálogo favela during
This is during.
okay, during the High Girls Brazil Festival. The band allowed men to participate while wearing women's clothing.
So think about this for a second. You dress up like a woman and you walk across a line, a slack line. By the way, here's a word that you probably don't know because it's not English. Favela. Does anyone know what a favela is? Does anyone know that word? So we're in Rio.
Yes, favela is people poor in
Right.
neighborhood people poor.
The neighborhood, yeah. In English, this can be called many things. You can call it a shanty town. You can call it a slum. You can call it a ghetto. These are words that you might hear used to describe a favela. In Rio, the favelas are like another world, right? They're just like, there's the city, and then there's this other city, which has handmade buildings, handmade houses, and handmade streets where the ultra poor live in the favelas. Okay, so this is a festival organized by the favela, by the biggest favela, Quinta-Galo. That means the singing chicken, the singing rooster, Quinta-Galo. There you go. I think, oh yeah, that's the only picture I have from the festival. So, there you go. You've got some new vocabulary in the chat window. I suggest that you copy the vocabulary in the chat window, copy and paste it into a document so you can review it later. And also, why don't you take a picture, not take a picture, but why don't you take a copy here of the presentation, which you can see in the link. Okay, and that way you can review the pictures later on and then look at the vocabulary that you noted down. Okay, so it's a good way to review some things that you've learned. We've got to stop here, but I'll be back in just a second for language games. We're going to play a new language game, a game we call Sentence Auctions. I'm going to give you 5,000 euros, and you're going to have to buy sentences, determining whether they're right or wrong. But you have to bid very well, because the highest bidder wins. The highest bidder is the one who has the lowest money. I'll tell you how to play the game coming up in just a minute. Bye for now, everyone. See you in a minute. Bye-bye.
Bye, teacher.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.